All right. Up next, Antonio Zarzoza.
Thank you. Off the record. Off the record. If there's one thing that I would like you to remember from this presentation, from this monologue, if you will, be this. Remember the rookie. I'll say it once again. Remember the rookie. It would really suck that all you got from these 9 minutes is that the speaker had a weird last name and a sexy Latin lover accent. Please don't. Please don't. Right? And I know that this, remember the rookie, lacks any context. Whatsoever. No context. But bear with me and I'll explain. All right? So, speaking of rookies, where are the rookies in this room? Where are they at? Now, well, the most logical answer is that there are no rookies in this room. For God's sakes, I'm speaking at the premier law enforcement training event in the world. So there are no rookies, right? Right? So, well, that is the logical answer. It takes more than logic to truly answer this question. You see, among police veterans, the term rookie carries a negative connotation of overzealousness, inexperience, and flat-out incompetence. However, we often overlook the positive characteristics of most rookies. What characteristics? Well, characteristics such as high energy, drive, passion, ethical motivation, and again, pride. We often overlook those characteristics, right? But why do we overlook those characteristics? What happens? We ignore them. And along with that, with those characteristics, there are also a bunch of other noble ideals that comprise the proverbial blue flame. Remember the blue flame? All of you have been touched by the blue flame. A blue flame that, by the way, in some cases, is short-lived. And in some of the worst cases, is prematurely extinguished by people, events, and trends. The sad part, get this, the sad part is that sometimes among those people, we'll find ourselves. Trainers, supervisors, senior officers, FTOs. And this doesn't place the rookie on a victim spot. No, because rookies become complicit. They become complicit of all of these deeds that rushes them out of this phase. And of course, they don't want to feel like rookies. They don't want to be called rookies. Go back in time to that rookie phase when you were a rookie. How much did you enjoy being called a rookie? So they become complicit to rush out of this phase, which, by the way, is one of the most important phases on their career. It is so important because it's formative, and not only that, but it's also evocative of some of the most intense emotions that we feel in this profession. Again, go back in time and remember those emotions. When you had a successful call, when you had the opposite of it, they were very intense emotions. Emotions that were so powerful that had the power to build you, to shape you, and absent a proper support system, they could also destroy you, right? So why do we tend to forget the empty shell we left on the bag that carried at one point that idealistic rookie that we had? Because let's face it, whenever we want to recount the rookie stories, it's because we're sharing those petty mistakes that we committed so that we won't repeat them again, right? So that is really sad. That is really sad. So what has become clear to me is that maybe, just maybe, it is time for us to reconciliate and come to terms with the rookie version of ourselves. Don't forget about the rookie. Don't forget about that idealistic individual that you once were. Yes, you have reached expertise, proficiency, and competence. You're a veteran. But don't forget the rookie, because there was no way for you to reach the spot you have reached at this very moment without that rookie. All right? So, what can we do? What have I done? At one point, when I was working for my old agency, which, by the way, is considered to be one of the most violent border counties in Texas, that's where I started and developed my career. At one point, when I thought I was at the pinnacle of my career when I was assigned to the Sheriff's Academy, and I was falsely, when I refused to play the political circus of my old agency, I was falsely accused of something that I didn't do. So I had to endure a lengthy criminal affairs investigation with the possibility of criminal charges. Well, at the end, I was clear from anything, from any accusation. I was clear and I was exonerated. But although I was exonerated, I was blackballed. I was not sent back where they got me before suspension. I was not sent back to the academy. They blackballed me. They treated me like crap. They sent me back to patrol, back to graveyard shift, and they treated me like shit. For a long time, I thought about giving up. It was horrible. They were treating me like a rookie, and I didn't like it. So, at the brink of self-destruction, it cost me divorce. It cost me a deteriorated mental health. It was terrible. It was nasty. So what saved me? What saved me? Well, let me tell you. It may sound as overly simplified, but it's deeper than that. What saved me was that in one occasion, I came up to a very simple quote that read, "When you feel like giving up, fill in the blank if you remember. Remember why you started," right? When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. And there was no way for me to remember why I started without remember all of those intense emotions. All of those intense emotions. So I remember what I started. And I came back to terms with that rookie in me. And I reconciliated with that rookie in me. And they could treat me like shit. They could do whatever they wanted, but I was always with a smile. Because as a rookie, I didn't care if they sent me to graveyard. As a rookie, I didn't care if they were slamming me with all the difficult calls. I wanted that exposure. And again, all of us at one point or another as trainers, we have reminded our audience that one of the best ways to actually excel at your craft is to master the basics, right? Well, where do you get the basics? As a rookie. So when I came to terms, it was a transformation for me. It was a metamorphosis. Actually, I'm not trying to romanticize it, but it was amazing. Came back to terms with that rookie in me. I rekindled the blue flame. And I was enjoying everything. It was an amazing experience, to the point that someone noticed what I was doing. And this someone recruited me to begin what now is the Advanced Law Enforcement Training Center of the University of Texas. I worked to my very last day at the sheriff's office. And from one Friday to the next Monday, I started my new position. So what was and there was a lot of people who told me, you got lucky. You were really lucky when you landed that job. And I wasn't lucky. I wasn't lucky. I was just a rookie veteran. That's what I was. So how did I do it? And let me tell you really quick. First, I'm going to invite you to travel back in time to when you were a rookie. Right? What I want you to do, I want you to evoke and remember that feeling when you looked at yourself in the mirror for the very first time in uniform. Think about it. How many years you've been in law enforcement, brother? 23. So go back in time. And all of you, follow us in this travel in time. Go back in time to that very first time you looked at yourself in the mirror in full uniform. Oh my God, wasn't it amazing? That neatly groomed hair, the contrast of your fabric. For me, I thought I was taller and slimmer, right? So the boots, the shine of your badge, the contrast that for me was the 5-point star, the Texas emblem, it was amazing. And I feel great. And if I ask you right now, if I would go one by one, you don't need to give me the answer to know that among those answers, you will have sense of accomplishment, achieved, empowered. I feel like a superhero. I felt, all in all, happy, right? So now, in a less colorful shape, how did you feel the last time that you looked at yourself in the mirror in full uniform? Since I'm speaking to the cream of the crop in law enforcement, I know that all of you would want to say, nothing changed, I felt the same. Everything is the same. But no, studies after studies have revealed that after the 5th year, we kind of normalize that persona, that cop in us. So the badge, the gun, the perceived authority that we have, we know we're cops. So in a way, that numbing effect takes a toll. That numbing effect has terrible consequences. Maybe not at face value, but in the long term, in the grand scheme of things, it desensitizes us. So, what can we do? We already traveled back in time to when you were a rookie. You already brought yourself back to the very last time that you looked yourself in the mirror. And the answer here is that you don't feel anything. It's more of the same. It's truly more of the same. Well, what I want to invite you to do now is that the very next time that you look at yourself in the mirror in full uniform, what I want you to do is take a few extra seconds. That's it, just extra seconds. Take a deep breath and try to evoke and taste that feeling that you felt when you were a rookie. How can we do that? Well, we can visualize it right now and give it perspective, bring it to perspective. In your left hand, I want you to look down, and that's the rookie in you. That is the rookie in you. Incompetent as hell, but highly motivated. That's you, ready for whatever is coming. Now, on your right hand, I want you to look at the you now. The one that has reached expertise, competence, proficiency, and the status of a veteran. So now I want you to put them together, blend them, squeeze that baby right here, squeeze them. What do you get? You will get what I refer to as a rookie veteran. A rookie veteran that has the best of both worlds. Proficiency, expertise, competence, skilled individual with a phenomenal decision making. But then again, noble ideals, has rekindled the blue flame. Energetic, and he's proud. So, just the same way I asked you at the very beginning, I want to ask, where are the rookies in this room? So you better raise that hand, because you are those. And we are the cream of the crop. So rekindle the blue flame. Reawaken the ideals of the rookie. And believe me, it will improve your mental health. And it will bring you back to terms with that peace that we have lost at one point or another. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Hey, don't go too far. Hey, I've been watching you for a while. You are pushing yourself, and that now it makes sense to me how you stay in that mindset. So for those that are struggling right now, you gave the one example of see yourself, visualize yourself back then, and take that space. What do you do? I mean, obviously there's that, but what are you doing to push yourself right now? Because you're all over the place doing some great stuff, and you're energizing that rookie.
Something similar to what Green was saying, the silver lining. And what am I doing? I'm focusing on the positive. I'm not trying to romanticize it, but every time that a negative or toxic officer or toxic individual comes up to me bitching, complaining, or whining, I offer the easiest solution. Quit your job and go somewhere else. Oh, no, this is all I can do. Well, do it better. Do it better. What do you mean? Well, remember how you did it as a rookie? But yeah, as a rookie, I didn't care. I wanted the job, and I wanted to shine. You're still wearing the same uniform, and you still have the same job description. Do it the same way the rookie in you would do it. After a brief silence, I know I hit that nerve. That's why I'm inviting you. Reawaken the rookie in you. Rekindle the blue flame. It should not be short-lived, not for anyone in this room. So you have the power of transformation. Those ones that you touch, invite them to rekindle the blue flame. It pays off.